Okay, today we're going to work on the trapezoidal rule. Okay, so you use this rule if you want to find the area under an irregular shaped object, so an area under a curve like this. Okay, and what it does is it makes all of these little trapezium formulae, but the rule has actually put all your formulas together, and this is what you're left with. So in your log tables on page 12, you've got area is approximately, okay, so a little squiggly equals, that means approximately, and your formula is h over 2 y1 plus yn plus 2 times y2 y3 so on until you get to yn minus 1. Now I prefer to use this formula in words, okay, so area is h over 2 first height plus last height plus 2 times all the others added together. Okay, now your h comes from this. Okay, so your h here, if you think about these being a trapezium on the side, this is your h, your height. Okay, so remember your formula for trapezium is a plus b over 2 times h. Okay, so that's where the h comes from. So h is each one of these down here. Okay, and your h should be the same because it's equal intervals. To use this rule, you must have equal intervals. So if this is example 1, okay, we have this shape here. They've given us the measurements, and they've given us that this whole thing is 10, and it's divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equal segments. So each one of these h's must be 2. Okay, so my area of this shape is h over 2, so 2 over 2. The first height is the first thing here. Now, if this is a straight line, then it has a height, it has a number. If this just starts down here, its height is 0. So first height plus last height. The last height here is a straight line, so it's plus 6, plus 2 times all the other heights. Okay, so you've used 0 and you've used 6, so now you're interested in these 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 6. Okay, and all you're going to do is throw that straight into the calculator as you see it, using brackets everywhere I have brackets. Okay, so you get 1 by 0 plus 6 plus 2 bracket. Okay, and close your brackets, so we get 54. So just be really careful. Going back to first year, you need to use your bird maths or BIMDAS, whatever you used. You can't do 6 plus 2 and then 8 by your answer. You've got to multiply. So you do your brackets, then you multiply by 2, okay, and then you're adding on the 6, the 0, and then you're multiplying, okay. So this is all in a bracket. Safest way to do it is throw it exactly as you have it into the calculator. Okay, so h over 2, first plus last, plus 2 times all the others. Now, here's another example. So given that the area of this shape is 17.390 square units, find h. Okay, so it's the exact same thing again, except this time they've given us the answer. So I know that my formula is going to equal this. Okay, so h over 2, first height here is 0, last height here is 2.66, plus 2 times all the others. First plus last plus 2 times all the others. 3 plus 3.62 plus 2.86 plus 3 plus 3.58. Okay, so just going to get rid of them now. Close that bracket, close that bracket. Okay, so all you're going to do is tidy up a little bit. I'm going to do what's in the bracket here first. 3 plus 3.62, 2.86, 3 and 3.58. And I get 16.06, okay. h over 2, bracket 0 plus 2.66 is just 2.66. Okay, so there's my formula. I can keep going, h over 2, so I'm going to multiply this by 2 and add on my 2.66. So I get h over 2 by 34.78, and I know that my formula, the area, is 17 0.390. Now, I'm dividing this side by 2, so it comes up to the top and gets multiplied. So h by 34.78 is 0.390 by 2, and I get 34.78. Okay, so I can see clearly h is 1. If these weren't equal, you'd need to get the h on its own. This is at the top of one side, it would go to the bottom of the other, and you'd divide. Okay, so in this scenario, h is 1. Now, just going to do a third example. Okay, the circle shown has equation x squared plus y squared equals 25. So we have a circle, okay, and we have a 5 here and a 5 here. Now, the first question is find y in terms of x. So nothing to do with area yet. I want y on its own. So that's going to be 25 minus x squared. But that's what y squared is. To get y, I just square root the other side. Okay, so that's y on its own. Part 2 then, hence complete this table. So we're going to use this y. This is going to give us all our values for the table. So basically the table is asking me, what's my y value when x is 5? What's my y value when x is 1? Sorry, when x is 0, when x is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, and the y value is actually going to get me all these heights. Okay, so all I'm going to do is throw it into my calculator. Okay, y is the square root of 25 minus x squared. So it's going to be y is the square root of 25 minus 0 squared. Okay, so that's just the square root of 25, which is 5. Y is the square root of 25 minus 25 minus 2 squared, so that's 25 minus 4, so the square root of 21, which just stays as the square root of 21, 25 minus 9, okay, which is your 4, 25 minus 16, and then 25 minus 25. So you're literally just filling in 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 to get your y values. Okay, so now part 3 is use the table to estimate the area of the quarter circle using intervals. Okay. Use the table to estimate the area of the quarter circle. Now, I can see these are equal intervals of 1, so they didn't have to tell me that my h is 1. Okay, so my area is going to be h over 2. First height here is 5. Last height here is 0, plus 2 times all the others. 2 root 6 plus root 21 plus 4 plus 3. Throw that straight into your calculator. Okay, 1 over 2. Bracket 5 plus 0 plus 2 bracket. Okay, so you're just filling 1 plus 4 plus 3. Close that bracket, close the second bracket, and you get 18.982 units squared because it's area. More accurate answer. Okay, so the smaller the interval, the more accurate your answer will be.